Hello everyone, it's Jared again, back with another video. So today we have quite a few big news going on, spreading around social media. Um, Obviously there's the inauguration of Donald Trump, which is, I will admit, a very important part of this whole political and cultural movement that we're developing. But that's not the main topic of this video that I want to make today. I want to make this video about the Southport trial, and just to highlight to you how important it is for us to not forget about this case, because the mainstream media, they are intentionally, and the government as well, they intentionally orchestrated this the timing of this trial to be exactly aligned with the inauguration of Donald Trump. You know, what are the coincidences that his trial? How is it coincidental that his trial is happening at the same date as Ricky Jones, who was calling for the cutting of people's, you know what, at a Labour rally, and also the inauguration of Donald Trump? There is absolutely no coincidence behind this. The government are intentionally trying their best to cover this up, to gaslight the British public, and try to allow the general public to forget about this whole issue, as if it was an isolated incident. They're trying their best to brush this aside, sweep it under the carpet, and leave it in the past, in history. And we shouldn't forget about this trial. We need to monitor closely exactly what is going on with Axel Rudikabana. Why was the British public gaslit and lied to intentionally by the police authorities and by the government? Why did it take months for us to find out that he was found in possession of ricin and found in possession of an Al Qaeda terrorist group training manual? Why is it that we're being lied to about the whole behind the scenes, behind all of this? This whole case is not an isolated incident. It is an undeniable fact that this incident is inextricably linked with the rise of Islamism, the threat of terrorist extremists who have come to our country both legally and illegally, have settled in this country, and the threat of Islamist terrorism, of this sick ideology, is permeating every facet of society in the United Kingdom. And that's why the riot started. And we need to be aware of that. Obviously, I'm not condoning the violence. I'm not condoning the disorder and the outrage, the anger, the uncontrolled violent acts that were perpetrated by these rioters. But we also have to consider that this incident was the cherry on top of the cake that sparked absolute outrage from the general public. Because time and time again, we've been telling the government, we've been telling the police, we've been telling the media that we are fed up and sick of being gaslit, of being lied to, of being manipulated into thinking that there's something wrong with us for being concerned, at least concerned, about the rising threat of Islamism, about rising numbers of immigration. Levels of immigration are over the roof. And we have a right to be concerned, to be worried about this, and to voice our concerns. Not to be gaslit, not to be lied to, as prisoners, as people being imprisoned for speaking the truth about all this. He was a terrorist, Axel Rudikabana. He was found in possession of terrorist material. So let's just monitor this this whole case and see where it goes, because from what I see, from the research that I've done, apparently the defence in the court of law, they're not representing Axel Rudikabana, and it's on to the opposition to raise a case against Axel Rudikabana, and they're aiming for him to plead guilty, and hopefully justice will be served for the poor victims who died at the behest of this killer, this murderer, this absolute monster, who was not an innocent Welsh Christian choir boy, as the mainstream media like to manipulate us into thinking. A man who is absolutely cowardly, covers his face in the court of law, and the authorities don't do nothing about it. We need to keep speaking about this, keep voicing our concerns about the rise of Islamism, about the rise of the threat of terrorism, and this case, this incident, is not isolated. There's a whole wider thing going on behind the scenes, and that there's something organised in the background by people with truly nefarious intentions that want to harm young innocent lives. And we've seen this in the grooming gang scandal, and we're going to see it again and again. We need to speak up about this, voice our concerns, and continue resisting the tyranny and oppressive nature that this government is inflicting on its people. So come on the 1st of February and speak up. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you very much.